Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial from Almost Inevitable Design. My name is PK and let's learn how to make some really cool buttons this time. Alright, so this is a preview page of where this video is going to go into, and as you can see, these are buttons. Now it doesn't look too fancy, it's just got a nice subtle gradient there, but if you put your mouse over it, it's pretty cool. Look at that, right? Yeah. Pretty nice. This one, I just went all out, right? So, yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah. So, how do I do these? Now, well, I've done this, here in real life, and it works really well, okay? So, how do I do this? Now, I've tried playing around with the Divi settings, module settings. Now, I don't use any module settings. All I do with the Divi builder is make a layout with some elements, modules, and mostly code modules, but in the back end like this, just lay them out, and I just type and style everything. So I gave it a try. I gave the front end builder a try and the back end builder and everything, but it's not. You can't actually achieve the exact same effect or anything similar to this, in the Divi builder. So I guess this tutorial is worth it. Okay, so this is the code that we're going to be using. Now it looks overwhelming. It's not, and I'm just going to explain just a little bit for you guys. Display inline block. We're using this just so it won't. It just fits the text. And of course, we're going to put, we don't need margins anywhere. That's not important. It's up to you whether you want some spacing between the buttons. Yeah, that's up to you. Padding and letter spacing. In one of my posts, I explain how letter spacing adds space to the end of the last letter. So that's why I take out some padding from the right side. It's important if you are picky about these things. All right, so anyways, none of this really matters. What does matter in terms of making the background animate is here, and I'll talk about that once we get down here, but for now, this is what we're doing, okay? So letter spacing and color, font weight, text transform, line height, font size. These are all parts of getting the text all set up, right? This is all about text. So, yeah, you don't need to worry about this too much. I think you can set this in the button module, I think, and it won't disrupt anything from what we're trying to do here. We don't need width. Okay. Now, border radius, this will come in as an important factor later on. Okay, now this gradient here that you see here, this gradient comes from this guy. Okay, now this is how I made the rainbow gradient. There's plenty of gradients here. You can use some of them, any of them, or you can change them around. Now what you want to do is you want to take something that looks like this. Doesn't have to be pink, it can be this. I actually use this. So what this is it has half of the before hover state and it has half of the after hover state. Okay? And this is how it works. The background size is 250%. Which means that the button will be around here, okay? And the text will be on top of that. And this is the background that's hiding behind it, okay? Like this, see? The button's here, which is this part over here. It stretches all the way outside of the screen from your end. It'll look like that. And if the mouse hovers, and when the mouse hovers, the background will shift. So the right end of the gradient here will align with the right end of the button. See that? So this is the background moving. So this gradient is moving. You see that? Moving. Now it moves smoothly because we added these transitions. Yeah. Transition properties. So that's how it looks smooth. All right, it looks like it's animated. All right, now how did I make this? I used something like this. I made it diagonal and I added some white here, like that. And if you animate this, then this gleam will pass by. Yeah, look at that, right? So that's how this works. And that's the main idea behind this. You're moving the gradient in the back on mouse hover, okay? So that's how this, that's what this does, okay? Now, these guys are here only because, and normally I don't use them, okay? But these 4 lines are here because you are going to be adding it to a Divi button module. Okay, now Divi button modules, what it does is it has its own background color and it has its own padding. Even if you assign the padding here, you will have to copy this and paste it over here because Divi button has its own padding by default. And of course, border radius and the border thickness of 1 pixel are all there. Okay? Now, you can change this if you want, or you can take them all out and use the Divi builder settings, module settings, button module settings, that is, button module settings, and you just assign everything except for the background. Okay? Oh, yeah, except for the background. Just assign everything except for the background and not use any of this. Okay, you can do that. But for me, I just type everything anyway, so yeah. So from this line all the way down here, you don't need to add if you want to set your own stuff, okay? But these guys, you will have to use, okay? And also, you know that little chevron that pops out when you hover, mouse hover on a Divi button, that is a pseudo element. It's an after, so we need to take that out, otherwise it's gonna mess things up. Okay, so that's what this is for. All right, so we take all of this. Okay. Oh, by the way, let's try this, just because it's here. Copy all of that. This goes in here. There we go. All right, doesn't matter, but I'll just make that look prettier. Okay, we don't need that. All right, so I'll take all of that, and normally I would advise you to, because if you're going to use this button throughout the website, then I would advise you to put it into theme options. And all the way down here, we don't need this, all the way down here, this custom CSS, add it in here. All right, I'll just do that right now, I guess. And if it's just on one page, you can add it here. Okay, all right, cool. So in the modules, we're going to add button and button text. We'll say button text. Sure. Links don't matter because we can add that later. Design doesn't matter for me. If you want to add custom styles, go ahead. I would not set anything concerning the backgrounds or the icons because, you know, right? But yeah, I don't. So now we can go to the class. Now it's here, CSS class, that is this guy, background animation. All right, we're gonna take that guy, add it in here, and we're done, okay? This is very important, all right? Don't add anything down here. I get a lot of questions from people watching or reading the posts, and they always ask me, where do I add it? you add it here, or you can add it here if it's just the page. All right, if it's the whole website, you add it here. Okay, and of course, all you need to do is add background animation to the CSS class. Don't add anything here. We're not doing anything in these fields. We're just saving, and we're done. Okay, and that means we now have nothing. Oh, did I not do something? Oh, did I not save that? This is from a previous video that I made, a previous tutorial about mega menus. You might want to check that out. But what happened to the button? Oh, no text. Why not? What happened? Oh, because I didn't save it the first time around. Yeah, and then I just added the custom class. All right, sorry about that. So there we go. And there you go. That looks pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So that's how you can make your own really cool animated button. And if you are a little scared to write your own CSS, don't worry about this too much. Just make sure you add these guys and the transitions. Okay, leave the browser, the vendor prefixes. It's better that you have them, so just leave them in. And this is the most important thing. Background position changes on hover. Background size is over twice the size of the thing, the button. Okay. All right. There you go. So have fun with this. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments and make some cool buttons. All right. I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.